Simon, Wakefield on Sunday in the friendly, have you had a chance to sort of review the game, the positives and negatives that came out of that, and how do you feel it went, and what do you feel that you got out of it?
Yeah, obviously I picked it apart as we do any other game. It's one of them, first watch, things are often a lot uglier or often a lot better depending on what sort of mood you're in, and then when you watch it through again you start seeing the reasons and the whys behind it. It becomes a bit clearer. Yeah, as I said after the game immediately, I think we just looked like a team that was playing its first game. We couldn't get to grips with the speed of the game, and credit to Wakefield for that. They had probably the best winger in Super League in Tom Johnston, followed by Tom Lynham, then Reece Lynn might take the next carry, so they did some damage early, and then the middles were probably beneficiaries off back of that and put us on our heels a bit. So yeah, our discipline suffered off back of it. So I guess what I'm sort of saying is we did far too much defending, and it was all on their terms, to be quite honest. And pre-season, when you play your first game, it's a bit like any team sport. It takes a while to get your second wind. I think we were just sort of getting there and just sort of getting our footing back in the game. And then obviously Woody had a little bit of Bobby, a little bit of a brain explosion there, and just going with a late shot, which obviously referees are all over, and they have been for a while. So a bit daft on Bob's part. But that put us down to 12 men, which is then really difficult to manage against an organised team like Wakefield. But yeah, we got a bit better, we got to grips with it in the end, but offensively from start to finish I thought we were really good. Completed really highly for a team that really is still getting to know each other. But yeah, there's polish to add to that, and I'm sure we would have added a few more points, but on the whole a lot of promising stuff. The scoreline obviously didn't look great, but I think if anyone there and watched it, there was a difference between the teams, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't that far.
Obviously you mentioned in your post-match press conference about James Wilburn-Hall's thumb, so that he's going to miss some time. Any other injuries to report, any other concerns that have come out of the Wakefield game?
Yeah, Woody's obviously a loss for us. I said after the game, we were good last year, trained really well throughout pre-season, he's confident and really looking for a big year from Woody. So disappointing, but it is what it is. That's rugby league, we're going to get more of them as the season goes. From regards to that game, generally they're all just really sore, defending a lot in the first game. Other than that, there's a couple of lumps and bumps to check on, but again, I think all but Matty G should be available for this game on Friday.
Moving on to this game on Friday, then it's Salford away. It's a short turnaround. Does that affect your sort of training schedule much?
Yeah, it does. Part-time, it's a really quick turnaround. It's not something we're used to doing, and we won't do throughout this year, hopefully. Change it, yeah, normally we have a sort of structure to our week, which Tuesday is a bit of a fix-up, a lighter night, and then we build the week as we go to get ready for the game on the Sunday. But obviously we're not having the luxury of the days in between, so tonight is going to be a fix-up. We've done some video and had a good look at some of that, and Thursday will be followed by a pretty light session as well. But we'll be focusing on recovering, doing the right things and getting our attitude right for Friday's game.
It's another Super League team. Have you had a chance to review Salford, do a bit of sort of video on them?
I've had a little look at them, and then much like this one, I'm not overly bothered about them. We will do probably a bit more into this one in preparation for myself, if nothing else, for the weeks to come. But yeah, it'll be a tough test. They're a Super League team, they're full time. I can chuck all that at you. But I think the reality for us was there were some options for pre-season friendlies. We could have took League One opposition, we could have took Championship opposition, but the opportunity, obviously the link with Wakefield and Scott's testimonial, that fit nice, and then Salford came around, and I felt to go into the season with two really tough games under your belt would be more beneficial than maybe giving whatever team it may be from League One a hiding. So yeah, I'm happy with the fixtures we've taken on, and I'm happy what we got out of that one. I just think defensively, our intent, our urgency to get to where we need to be needs to be way better, and I think some of the cobwebs will be off and we'll see a better performance on Friday in that regard. And
friendlies are obviously usually trial games. It was announced yesterday that the Colin Dixon Memorial Trophy is going to be up for grabs. Obviously he was a legend of both clubs. Does playing for a trophy sort of add a bit of extra intensity, and therefore you can get more out of the game leading into round one?
Yes and no. I think it's important the lads know who Colin Dixon was. We know obviously those that have been here a while, and the what's the word? The link with Chester, obviously, in the not too distant past there. So yeah, we know what it's about. I need to make sure that all lads are aware of the reasoning and the history with Colin being a bit of a legend of our club. So yeah, on that regard, I think it's important to understand your history, but does it have any weighting or bearing on the game? Not really, no. We know what we need to get out of it in terms of the physical side and the technical side of the game, and that's what we're shooting for.
And just finally then, obviously with Woodburn all missing, there's a bit of a sort of decision to be made on fullback. A lot of the fans have been asking about, obviously we took Alex Walker on trial, is there any update on that? And is it sort of a case, does that sort of change your mind in terms of maybe, does it give you a bit of a push more to add him to the squad?
No, we've got some options. The thing with Alex is timing. Everything's timing, isn't it? And the time that Alex came available, at that time I was dead set on who our fullback would be, and I still am. And if we were to sign Alex, I'd be signing an out-and-out fullback to deputise for Woody, and I want Woody to play every game when he's available. So it just didn't really make sense for us. And also we've got options, as I say, so it's not my money I'm spending, it's the club's money. So we have to be mindful of that at all times as well. And yeah, Alex, he's been great, to be honest. He had a really good attitude. He's come for nothing. When he did have some offers, he just weren't the ones he were after. He's come, he added value. I mean, he came away to our RAF camp for a weekend, in sleeping outside and all the rest of it. So I'd never question his commitment to it or anything. But yeah, we've gone our separate ways now, and Alex will move on to something soon, I'm sure. So all the best to Alex on that. But yeah, we've got options. We've even got the old man in the background should we need him. So yeah, at this stage, we're not going to be looking to change too much. There might be some up our sleeve this week, but yeah, we'll leave that open. We've got this game plus a long week to work out when we go against Bally.